Hey crypto friends, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, we're going to look at the absolute main differences between Coinbase and the MEXC exchange, and we're going to figure out which one would be best to use to make, the biggest profits possible, you guys. So before we actually dive in and get started on this video, I just want to let you guys know that this video is not meant for holders or hodlers or however you want to say it, okay? This video is not meant for people who are holding on to cryptocurrency for the long term, okay? This video is mainly for people who are actively trading the market on a regular basis, okay? Because we want to see which which exchange is going to be best, is best for you between these two to be able to make the most money or most profits possible, you guys. So we're going to, without further ado here, I'm just going to go ahead and get started because as you guys have probably noticed, I no longer do the whole like my video and subscribe to my channel thing anymore in the beginning of my videos because, hey, that's all up to you guys. I really don't care. I make these videos for fun. I do it out of my own spare time, so I really don't care if people subscribe or like the video or whatnot or whatever. It's up to your discretion. So, realistically, that's how it is. So let's go ahead and get started here, you guys. So a lot of this is going to actually have to do with my own personal comparisons that I have made in an Excel spreadsheet. So we're going to be taking a look at that quite a bit here in this video. So guys, let's take a look at this. So between Coinbase and MEXC exchange, first thing we're going to talk about here, you guys, is KYC requirements, okay? So when we're talking about KYC requirements here, here's the thing, you guys. This is all going to depend on what type of person you are, okay? Like for me, for instance, you guys, I'm the type of person where I don't want, Big Brother to be staring over my financial decisions that I'm making 24/7, okay? So I don't like the idea of having to fork over my personal information just to be able to trade the market, okay? So therefore, I prefer to go with, exchanges and services that are non-KYC. Which stands for Know Your Customer, meaning you have to fork over your personal information basically to be able to use their platform. So Coinbase, they do require you to fork over your personal information. So KYC is required here. On the MEXC exchange, it is not required. So you do not need to hand over your personal information to trade on the MEXC platform. But the thing is with the MEXC platform though is if you do, they do require KYC on MEXC, but it's only if you are actively trading 10 Bitcoin worth of cryptocurrency. So if you're trading 10 Bitcoin or more, then you're going to have to fork over some personal information. But realistically here, you guys, 9 times out of 10, most people are not dealing with that amount of money. So that really isn't a big deal here. I'm not even at that point yet. So, realistically here, it's not even a big deal to me. So overall here, you guys, if you don't care, if Big Brother staring over your every move isn't a big deal to you, then hey, Coinbase might be just fine for you. If you don't want to deal with people, hovering over you and tracking everything you do, MEXC is going to be the best, your next best option here. And also, guys, let me go ahead and just say this and point this out and put this out here real quick. If you do want to try MEXC, you can find a link to it in the description below this video. I've got a link to it right below the actual description of the video. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, go right ahead, you guys. So the next aspect we're going to talk about here is the trade fees, okay? Now, Coinbase has some pretty predatory trading fees that are associated with it, and it kind of sucks, to be honest with you. It really goes to show just how big of capitalists that this company is. Realistically here, if I'm trading on a regular basis, which, I do like to do from time to time, I want to pay the least amount of fees as possible. So here's the thing, you guys, when you're trading on Coinbase, whether it's Coinbase, just the regular Coinbase exchange or Coinbase Pro, we're going to look at fees for both of them. So if you're trading on the regular, if you're trading on the regular Coinbase app and Coinbase Pro app, the fees are pretty much the same. These are the fees pretty much for Coinbase Pro, and the fees for the regular Coinbase exchange are pretty much the exact same, you guys. So we are just going to have one thing open here, and we're just going to talk about it right here. So basically, we are talking about maker and taker fees, okay? So realistically here, you guys, 9 times out of 10, most people are going to be paying taker fees, okay? So realistically here, you guys, with Coinbase, you're going to be paying anywhere from, as you guys can see here, if you're trading anywhere from $0 to $10,000, you're going to be paying anywhere from about 0.6%. 0.6%, you guys, that is a lot of money. Okay, especially if you're at that point where you are trading $10,000, 0.6% of that, that's quite a bit of money for them to be taking for, to be for trading. And the majority of people here, you guys, are probably going to be within that 0 to 10,000 range realistically here. I mean, the most of the people that I've met, are right around this 0 to 10,000 range, maybe 10 to 20,000. But even still, you guys, as you guys can see here, $10,000 to $50,000, it's still 0.40%, you guys. Even 50 to 100,000, 0.25%. That is absolutely insane. It doesn't get to 0.20% unless you're actively trading with $100,000 to $1 million at a time. And realistically here, you guys, that's not the majority of people. But when we go ahead and look at MEXC trading fees, MEXC trading fees are a flat maker fee of 0.2% and a taker fee of 0.2%. So either or, you guys, you're going to be paying a 0.2% fee no matter what, okay? This just goes to show MEXC is there for their traders, okay? They don't want their traders to be paying all kinds of, crazy amounts of money for trade fees, and they know it. So they go ahead and set it for 0.2%, which is very, very nice to see, you guys. They're not greedy like Coinbase is clearly here, where you guys can clearly see most people are going to be paying anywhere from 0.2 to 0.6%, with most in the general area of 0.4 to 0.6%. So realistically here, you guys, if you're trading on a regular basis and you don't want to pay a lot for fees, MEXC is going to be the place for you, okay? Now, the next thing we're going to talk about here is the coins supported, okay? Now, this is where it gets interesting, all right? So the reason why I personally use MEXC for trading is because of the sheer amount of altcoins that they have, you guys, okay? I'm a huge fan of altcoins. I love altcoins. Anybody who's new to my channel or anybody who knows me on my channel, they know that I love altcoins. I absolutely love altcoins. I love brand new altcoins that come out. Especially love altcoins that have solid real world use cases. So when I see new altcoins that are coming out on the market and they're being added to different exchanges, you bet your ass I'm going to be trying to invest in them, because usually, you guys, 9 times out of 10, when a new coin comes out, it usually goes up a pretty large amount when it first enters the exchange before going down again. So if you can get in on that very first initial rise when a new coin comes out and that very first pump, hey, you're going to be doing pretty good, you guys. And honestly, realistically here, you guys, MEXC has them all the time. They've got over 1,400 altcoins for you to trade on any given time. And as you guys can see here, Coinbase only has about 183 right now at the time of me filming this video. So realistically here, you guys, as far as big profits are concerned, you are going to have much better chances on MEXC than you will on Coinbase, okay? But the thing you're going to be, the downside of it is MEXC isn't as user-friendly as Coinbase is, obviously. Coinbase is very user-friendly for their users. But if your goal is to trade as much as possible and to make the most money possible, I would definitely suggest going with MEXC here, you guys, especially if you want to be dealing with, more than, just a few altcoins to trade here and there. So you get more altcoins with MEXC, and you get cheaper trade fees, and you don't have to fork over your personal information. That's a win-win-win. So realistically here, you guys, this whole, now you can probably see why I wrote what I wrote in my thumbnail of this video, Coinbase, game over. Simply because, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see which one is clearly better here. And as far as built-in indicators, you guys, if you're trading on the exchange, most people don't. Most people are using TradingView for their trading. 9 times out of 10, most people are. But if you're not, if you're someone who's just trading on the exchange itself, then, you've got some built-in indicators that come with each. Coinbase only has 4 main ones, which is RSI, MACD, EMA, and SMA. And MEXC has 21 different indicators that you can use. So that's pretty nice, you guys. Now, as far as deposit type, if you want to, as far as depositing your funds into each exchange, they both kind of offer the same amount or the same types of depositing types realistically here. Both MEXC and Coinbase both do bank transfers. They both do debit card. They both do payment with debit card. But MEXC also does a payment with credit card as well, but it's all done through a third party systems. So realistically here, you guys, if you want to buy directly from MEXC, it's going to take you through a third party system that's going to require your KYC requirements. So realistically here, you guys, what I personally do is I'm already a Coinbase I'm a Coinbase user. I mean, before I was started using MEXC, I was using Coinbase. And basically what I do, you guys, I just use my Coinbase account as a fiat on-ramp pretty much. So pretty much what I do here, you guys, is what I do is I simply buy, I have Coinbase linked to my bank account. And pretty much what I do from there is I buy a bunch of USDT with my, regular US dollars. And then what I do is I just send it over to MEXC, and there you go. I trade all the USDT pairs right on MEXC, right there, you guys. And then when I'm done, I transfer it all back over to USDT when I'm done, and I send it back over to Coinbase, or send it over to my non-custodial wallet or my hardware wallet. And there we go, you guys. It's as simple as that. So realistically here, you guys, there's all kinds of different ways that you can deposit your fiat into these exchanges. Obviously, Coinbase has more options because they are pretty much regulated with the United States. So they do also support wire transfers and PayPal as well. So that's nice to see also. But again, if you're just going to use it for an on-ramp like I personally do, then hey, the more power to you, right? So next we'll talk about launchpads, all right? So as far as launchpads here, you guys, Coinbase does not have a launchpad. MEXC does have a launchpad. What is a launchpad? A launchpad is pretty much a place where brand new coins and tokens get listed, and they get listed early, so that early investors can buy into them before they actually launch. So that is pretty nice to see. Again, you guys, this is where you can buy coins for super, super cheap before they actually enter the market, okay? So MEXC does have a launchpad. Coinbase does not have a launchpad. So next we'll talk about their support rating. So as far as support goes, you guys, to be honest with you here, I mean, I'm being very, very, very generous. I'm being very generous giving Coinbase a 4 out of 10 here, okay? Realistically, I wanted to give it a 2, but I'm just being nice here. But realistically, honestly, you guys, there has been many times where I've had to contact Coinbase support, and it takes a long time to get a hold of an actual person, okay? I'm not talking about a third-party robot here. I'm talking about an actual real person with a beating heart, okay? It is impossible, almost impossible to get a hold of somebody on there. And if you do, it might take a few days to a few months. I still have a support ticket through Coinbase that still hasn't been opened, and it's been a couple months already. So realistically here, you guys, that is not a company that I want to deal with for the long term, so that's why I gave them a 4 out of 10 support rating. Now, MEXC, on the other hand, literally, you guys, I had an issue with some deposits when I first started using the exchange, and pretty much I contacted support, and they literally responded to my email with a real human. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can tell when a real human is talking to me or if it's a bot. This was a real human being, and they responded to me within 24 hours, and it put a big smile on my face, and it made me feel great. So that is why I give them an overall 8 out of 10, you guys. So next up, we'll talk about more useful features. So when we're talking about more useful features from each one, you guys, as far as Coinbase is concerned, Coinbase does have an NFT marketplace, and they also do have a Visa debit card. But again, you guys, this is just a capitalist company that's trying to, make more money off of these, little extra things here and there, which is normal. I mean, most companies do. MEXC is pretty much the same. They have many, many, many more useful features, though. So let's take a look at those real quick. So as far as MEXC is concerned, they've got all kinds of different features. You can do margin trading on here. They've got derivatives trading as well. As you can see here, they've got their Launchpad. They've got their Kickstarter where you can vote for your favorite projects and you can receive rewards for them. They've got M-Day where you can get airdrops for holding MX, which is their token, and trading crypto. You can mine rewards with your tokens. You get privileges and rewards for MX token holders. There's all kinds of different things you can do. They've even got Ethereum 2.0 staking, and they've got regular staking as well, you guys. And they've got a few other different things as well. So overall here, you guys, MEXC has a ton of different features that you can utilize that definitely help you make a little bit of extra money in the long term, if you want to, if you're into that sort of thing. And let's see here, you guys. The other thing here is their best feature, okay? So as we've already talked about, best features here, Coinbase, Coinbase is going to have the most volume. As you can see here on CoinMarketCap, Coinbase has the most volume out of, pretty much most other exchanges other than FTX and Binance, clearly. But as we can see here, the 24-hour volume on Coinbase is $1.6 billion, whereas if we go to MEXC, it's $1.28 billion. So it's not too far off from Coinbase. but it's, it is less than Coinbase. But the thing here is, you guys, is as we can see here, it's really not that far off. So really, their best feature being daily volume, it's really not that far off, to be honest with you. Now, as far as the best feature on MEXC, you guys, as we have already discussed here, the best feature on MEXC is simply the simple fact that they have the most altcoins to trade, okay? Which again is the number one reason why I use it, because I want to get in on all of those, early projects that end up launching and be able to make those really big gains on a regular basis. It's normal to be able to make 30% gains on MEXC every single month with no problem whatsoever. So realistically here, you guys, as you guys can clearly see, this is why I personally prefer MEXC over Coinbase now. So that pretty much does it for this video though, you guys. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos or chatting with me here on Twitter.